you across what we are into. So we are NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation. So I think I'm audible to you all, correct? Okay, and I feel very proud. I am standing over here, seeing all the MSMEs or being a large entity who is presenting over here and shared their thoughts. There is a panel who had shared their ideas through it, which we can improvise upon our own entity. So as far as I'm speaking it across, so we, as a part of MSME, it is a one-stop shop for MSMEs. So like be it from the starting stage to the continuous process, we support MSME in a bigger lot juncture, like be it like for a instant. If you can say, what do the general MSME faces once it starts across? Can it be open discussion, like, so someone can answer also? What is the general issues faced by you all, like as a part of MSME or a large entity? Like when it is coming to operational, money. That's true, money, okay, financing. So there is a limitation for the financing. So there is a scheme with the NSIC which supports, once there is a limitation towards the financial structure, who supports for the CC limit or the OD limit won't be sufficient enough for looking out for purchase of raw material, for instance. So we do have a raw material assistance scheme in which you can participate in the raw material. Any of the MSMEs can participate in the raw material assistance scheme, and you will get a 180 days credit period. Government will make the payment directly to your supplier. See here, what happens is raw material cost a major factor in running of your operations. I hope many of you will agree. Can you just raise your hands? Okay, and opportunity doesn't wait for anyone. I strongly believe opportunity doesn't wait for anyone. Okay, whenever there is a good order which is in hand, what you generally need is, I think one gentleman had said, money. You don't have the money to procure the raw material at the right time and the right pricing. Okay, here we plays a major role in giving you the credit support, in which government, irrespective of any of your supplier, will make the payment directly to your supplier, and you will get a 180 days credit period. Previously it was 90 days credit period. Now it had been enhanced to 180 days credit period. Okay, and also we made sure out of this raw material, we supply raw material also. Like for instance, we supply steel, cement, aluminum, and copper, and many other raw materials on a cost-to-cost basis. See, wherein we are giving a credit to all the MSMEs, they can always avail that cost benefit, because cost comes with the top line of any of the MSME to run across. So for that cost, we give it. For an instance, we have an MOU with NALCO, in which we are supplying roughly around all over India 50,000 metric ton of aluminum, in which we tentatively get 4 to 5 rupees, which outside any of the smaller of the MSME who takes 10 ton also will get the best of the best pricing. So that advantage can be taken across. Also, if you check it across, we are the governing body. We register MSMEs for register MSMEs for participating in government tenders. So what generally happens is when you participate in government tenders, there is always an EMD which is being seeded across. For any of the micro and small enterprise, for instance, they can always avail the EMD exception if they are registered to us. And as per the public procurement policy set by the government, I think many of you knows 25% of the, who is the biggest buyer in India, if I ask you, sorry to interrupt you. Who is the bigger buyer? Like, is it L&T or like Tata, Birla? It's a government, correct? So it is government. So if you want to utilize the opportunity what government is giving it to you, you have to participate in government tenders. So for participating in government tenders, the EMD will capture, or it will erode maximum of your fund-based option. So in which the EMD will be waived off if you are a micro and small enterprise. And 25% of the procurement, as per government public procurement policy, 25% of the procurement should be done only to micro and small enterprises. So, and also out of which 4% need to be given to the SCST and 3% need to be given to the woman entrepreneur. So that is one kind of leverage which you can utilize through NSIC. So it is nothing much mirage about it. So and anyone can come approach to us. We will guide you across how to register through us. And out of all the things, we also support for export related. So how we do it across, in export related, you always do testing across. We, government, as a part of government, we give subsidy to the micro and small enterprise. And also for any, like if you are a special category entrepreneur, so you will get always the preference of subsidy in terms of if there is a credit being got from the bank, there will be a processing fee. You will get a subsidy of 70%, and whenever you are doing an export testing, you will get a subsidy of 70%. So it's all speak about subsidy and the schemes which we support you. So the major problem is the lack of awareness. So that's why I thank Mr. Riaz to give an opportunity to highlight about and how the Ministry of MSME wants and what it want to get into. And here I found it, many of the conglomerates in terms of like MTR or regarding speaking about the brand itself, we can say, ki, everything is an emotion to us. I think everything, whatever, whomsoever the panelist member or the speaker came over here, we can relate to each other. Like for instance, Empire. Okay, so Empire, while I am doing the PG, you won't believe it, after 12 o'clock, it is very difficult to get some outlet where we can have a good eatery. So the immediate option is here, what you will have it actually, where you will have it, at the time of PG. So if you will immediately think about Empire. Empire is open till 2 o'clock, wow. Nice of you. So till 2 o'clock it is open. So at least when I enter and check into it, you will find lot of crowds, young crowds, every type of crowds. And it is always packed across. And I am confident, what I am confident about, if I don't get food inside, at least I will get that special dosa with chicken outside. So we are very happy about it. Okay, that's what the brand created. Okay, let me put it across another way across regarding MTR. One of my friend who is from Delhi, when he came across, and I said, why can't you join for a lunch? He said, no, I am going to MTR, I will have a dosa. यार यहाँ पर भी डोसा अच्छा मिलता है, यहाँ पे खा लो मेरे भाई है, वहाँ तक क्यों जाना है? We are at Rajanagar basically. So that is the connect or the brand which everyone is having. That is the emotion which we are carrying. Okay, if we speak about, I think Akshay Kalpa, madam is there? No. Yeah. Okay, that is also again an emotion. Okay, we want something which is organic or which is self-sustained. Someone had been prolongedly saying, you go for Akshay Kalpa. We went for, I think even you are taking, many people raise their hands. So that's why we all are connected with each other. So in this regard, one more thing regarding export itself, we have a memorandum empanelment with the Dun & Bradstreet in which you can leverage, see, if you want to export any of your material, what you generally require, you need the buyer information, correct? So if you have the data of the buyer information, then you know where you have to sell your product. So in which we have empaneled Dun & Bradstreet, in which you will get a subsidy for the buyer detail, to generate the buyer detail. And you won't believe that some of the international buyers will always ask for a DUNS number, which will help you across to prosper across. And you can show or highlight what you are into. Okay, why you have to be at, see right now India is at a trillion economy. At the initial stage it was clearly mentioning. We have to be the core for the export actually. Everyone believes us, this is the right time. Someone said, this is the right time for India. Hope everyone will believe that, correct? Right, that's great. So at this right juncture, you have to garner all the right opportunities provided by the government. Okay, so that is one thing. And second, another thing, we also indulge into many kind of like support. See, what is the other MSME requirements? Like they required a support for a CRM inventory kind of model, or they required support for any of their internal network-related model, in which we have an alignment with Zoho Technologies, in which you will get a subsidy for whatever the technologies you are using, whether it is a CRM suite or ERP or anything related to accounting software. So that also can be looked and leveraged into. And the main thing which I request, like see, and I know the time is very much lesser. So I request all to, see, my mentor always used to say, you have to be available, correct? You have to be available and accessible to any and every of the MSMEs, or be it like a larger unit. So I don't mind sharing my number also. If someone want to note it across, you are always walking to Rajanagar office. You can note down my number. It's 90748 30137. And you can always walk in. You can share with your inputs. Whatever is the MSME inputs we are taking, we are bringing it to the government. So accordingly, we customize for the MSME and drive a special drive so that it can be supportful for the MSMEs also. Okay, so with this, I thank you. Thanks, Riaz bhai. Someone had called, okay, I want to mention about the Amma of business, Jayalakshmi madam, okay, whom she is representing. No, she is a brand actually. She had created a brand. You won't believe it, we generally don't come out of the space. We are comfortable with our own zone. We don't generally brand, okay, this is the schemes of NSIC, but she do that major activity for us. So I say for us, she is our brand ambassador. So a big round of applause for what she do with the MSME fraternity. And of course, I wish Mr. Riyasji, I would like to name you also, if you don't mind. You had named her Amma. I would like to name him Bade Bhaiya, big brother. Okay, I would like to have a big brother kind of notion to you to support the brand. You had escalated. Throughout this Sunday, the laziest weekend, you had supported with a major people coming over here, and none of them became any of the boredom. You made it as a brand, and you are doing a significant job, I strongly believe, in supporting the brand and recognizing. Main thing is, people need recognition, true recognition. It's not a faulty recognition, and he is doing a wonderful job. A big round of applause to Mr. Riyazi also, and very thank you. Let us connect each other. Thanks a lot.